Digital transformation requires the power of intelligence. But what does it take for businesses to become truly intelligent? Hi everyone, and welcome to the Thought Leader Chats. I'm Ronald van Loon. Today I'm here to introduce Tom Black. He's the Senior Vice President and General Manager for HPE. Also Ashish Prakash. He's the Vice President of Cloud Data Services at HPE Storage. And Eric Burgener, a Research VP at IDC, for a discussion with HPE Discover Virtual Experience. Businesses are forced to accelerate their digital transformation journeys. And this transformation requires the technological capabilities to become an intelligent company. And that has the flexibility and the agility to respond to a new reality of working from anywhere, so that they can prepare and adapt to the future events. And achieving intelligence starts by harnessing the value of data and using it to drive innovation across your total organization. An intelligent data strategy will help businesses to understand the technologies and all the processes required in order to unlock the full potential of intelligent technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning. And as organizations begin to adopt and understand technology and undergo transformation, they will begin to stand out from the competition, improve the customer experience, and develop successfully. But what technologies do businesses actually need to implement their organization that can act as the foundation for building a data strategy and is becoming intelligent? And what does an intelligent data strategy look like? Let's turn to Tom Black and find out.
So, we're all adapting to a new world, right? And it happened overnight. Let me tell you first what we're hearing from our customers. COVID-19 basically shattered the idea that you had to have physical access to everything in order to function as a company, as an IT organization, or as a municipality, right? So the idea that people need to be able to work from anywhere and you need to be able to drive your equipment, operate your plant from anywhere is now a new reality. That is the new norm. Business continuity is really top of mind for CIOs these days. So we're going to talk a bit today about how you can use data to really accelerate the recovery, but also to prepare for what comes next. And it's just not on accelerating how we get out of COVID, but thinking about how you transform your business with speed and with agility moving forward. Customers want to speed up applications. They want to remove complexity from their operations and disruptions that hold their business agility back. They want to unlock the speed and capability of a hybrid cloud architecture to speed up innovation, and they need to harness the value of their data. So we believe those desires and those needed outcomes require an intelligent data strategy. An intelligent data strategy really is kind of characterized by the 5 tenets on this slide. So first, always on and always fast, predictable workload performance, right? It needs to be simple and automated and on demand, deliver a self-service experience so that you can unlock agility and keep your constituents productive and innovating at the speed of your business and at the speed of your market. It needs to enable hybrid clouds. Think about being hybrid by design. And we're going to talk to you a bit today about some exciting new products and offers we have in that space. And finally, it has to be powered by global intelligence. Intelligence is the underpinning to prevent and predict disruptions and optimize your infrastructure for workload performance, for capacity, and for operational efficiency. So the way we deliver an intelligent data strategy is through our intelligent data platform. Our strategy here at HPE is to deliver this platform that unlocks the value of your data to help you transform your business. It begins with workload optimized systems. We deliver cloud data services to unify that experience across on-premise and the cloud. We power this platform with global intelligence to predict and prevent issues and keep your infrastructure optimized and always on. Really at the heart of the intelligent data platform, we've got the following 3 characteristics that drive its efficiency and effectiveness. First off, it really is AI driven, and I'm going to show you in a chart that we have a multi-year head start on that and how that really dramatically impacts the operational experience of the product given our AI analytics and our AI driven approach. built for cloud with easy mobility to move your data between the cloud and between on-prem, and the ability to also deliver as a service, right? So we've talked a good bit at Discover about GreenLake. Clearly, all these storage solutions are available via GreenLake. So what this means is we can accelerate your traditional business apps and also your next-gen container or cloud-native applications. We can help you embrace hybrid cloud. And then lastly, we can simplify and automate infrastructure so it's easy to manage. So if you look at outcomes that we can achieve with intelligence, again, we've talked a bit about some of each of these, but I'll just give you some stats. HP Primera is the only Tier 0 customer installable machine. And if you have an issue, we stand behind that data availability guarantee 100%. Our Nimble customers report that our intelligence has saved them overall 79% operational expense when deploying and using Nimble in their environment. And then lastly, transforming the customer experience. Because of the AI machinery that we built into both the product and into InfoSight, over 86%, it's 86% and slightly up, depending on which product you look at, of the support cases are opened automatically and resolved automatically by software. So the customer, you did not have to get involved. We took care of the issue, predictively found it, and we remediated it and closed it.
With business continuity being a major focus for organizations in this disruptive world, they need intelligence that reduces the complexity of business operations so that people can improve application development, automate processes, and make everything so easy to manage. And cloud technology plays a very important role in building an intelligent enterprise and strategy that is data focused. Let's turn now to Ashish Prakash so he can describe to us what cloud strategies businesses are looking for to implement and why they want to do it.
The many customers are on this journey with a cloud-first strategy, clearly wanting to unlock the agility that they expect from being able to move to an elastic, scalable, on-demand infrastructure. Unfortunately, for a variety of reasons, this cloud-first strategy doesn't deliver for all of their workloads, particularly the mission-critical workloads that may be running on premises. One of the reasons why it's a little more challenging to apply the same agility to those workloads is because of a data gravity issue. Now, we see many of these customers shifting from a cloud-first strategy to a cloud everywhere strategy, where really they're looking for a unified experience for all of their workloads, whether that's mission-critical workloads that they've run traditionally on premises, or born in the cloud workloads and applications that they're running in the public cloud, and unifying both of those and enabling them to modernize at their own pace. There are three key aspects of this path to cloud everywhere. The first really is to bring that agility and on-demand and elastic experience to their on-prem infrastructure with a private cloud. The second is to enable seamless data mobility and application mobility between the public cloud and private cloud. And then finally, being able to deliver seamless cloud data services that allow for those workloads that were running on-prem to, without requiring refactoring, being able to run workloads in their public cloud environment, really experiencing the same agility end-to-end.
Businesses need access to their data without interruption, so they can use it seamlessly across the enterprise. And progress, they can't be hindered by technology, and the cloud helps us to unify data across the organization so everyone, anywhere, anytime can access their data and use it for their own strategic purpose. Let's turn now to Eric Burgener to discover how organizations are preparing for the future and what they are experiencing along this type of journeys and their challenges they are encountering along the way.
So, most companies have undertaken a digital transformation journey, and that journey basically is the evolution towards much more data-centric business models. So as customers capture this data and analyze it with a variety of new workloads, many of which are driven by artificial intelligence and machine learning, it gives them an ability to respond much more rapidly to changing market conditions. So I think companies are really seeing that this data can help drive and inform better business decisions for them going forward, and they've sort of been forced into this maybe a little faster than they otherwise would have because of the pandemic. But let me mention a couple of interesting data points from some recent survey work that also shed some light on this question. So 75% of the end user companies out there are changing their technology roadmaps going forward as a result of the pandemic. And this is going to be an opportunity for vendors out there, because what many of these customers are doing, that change is actually an acceleration of their own digital transformation plans. And why this is important is because digital transformation generally drives a need for infrastructure modernization. And the reason companies are modernizing infrastructure is because they want to incorporate key new technologies that will help them service their own customers better. Those technologies include things like accelerated compute, solid state storage, and artificial intelligence and machine learning. And just on that last point, what these customers are doing is they want to be able to leverage that in applications that they build that are analyzing data that they're capturing from their own customers and also about internal processes. But they're also looking to leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning to better automate IT operations, to make them more reliable and to increase the productivity of their own administrators. So we're seeing use of cloud-based predictive analytics platforms. It's interesting that the intelligent data platform that HP talks about, in my mind, it's right on point with what customers are looking for to help better automate their own environments for higher productivity and lower cost. Well, so, earlier I mentioned infrastructure modernization and customers doing this because they want to be able to leverage certain key new technologies more effectively. One of those technologies actually is cloud. So when the journey to cloud started, the first step in that process for most early customers was just to move to the public cloud for certain types of workloads. And as we've gained experience with public cloud environments, what we've really seen is that public cloud brings a lot of nice advantages, a lot of new things that IT likes and was not familiar with from traditional infrastructure, but there are also some challenges in the public cloud environments. And so we're seeing customers actually want to take a lot of the aspects of the cloud experience, things like the subscription-based pricing. They don't have to worry about technology refreshing the infrastructure. They can scale it pretty rapidly up or down. They like those things. But there are other challenges to public cloud. For example, with some workloads, there are performance, security, availability, compliance, and governance requirements that really preclude the use of public cloud. And this is causing more customers to think about how do they implement a private cloud environment in their own data centers that can bring all of the niceties of the public cloud environment, but can address some of those other challenges. And in fact, going forward, what we're really seeing customers understand now is that the right first step on the process to implement cloud technologies in your environment is to start with a high-level hybrid cloud strategy that gives three potential options going forward for workload placement: a traditional IT infrastructure, a private cloud infrastructure that's on-prem, and a public cloud environment. And then as they look at each of the workloads and make an independent decision about where to best place those workloads, they've got three options available to them. And obviously, hybrid cloud is the way most data centers are already trying to build their environments, but we absolutely think this will take over. Cloud is clearly here to stay, and private cloud is a growing area. Now, let me leave you with two interesting data points about that. So we did a survey recently. Over 95% of the companies out there have an executive mandate to integrate cloud technologies into their environment, both public and private. Of that, however, 88% of those customers are specifically looking at implementing private cloud. And that's not exclusive. They're looking at both public and private. But I think what the key point here is that people are looking at private cloud and they will be implementing that rapidly going forward. So vendors that can better enable a hybrid cloud strategy that provides all three of those options are probably going to do well in the market. So, yeah, I guess I would leave people with two points here. One is that I think that the pandemic is clearly generating an acceleration in terms of companies' digital transformations. And we see that basically hitting most with the exception of cloud technology. So people are deploying cloud technologies faster than we had originally anticipated before the pandemic. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that companies are looking to scale up certain environments. They potentially can't wait to get equipment on site with the more traditional delivery methods, and cloud provides them a little more flexibility in that arena. But we've definitely noticed an acceleration in cloud services revenues. Now, it's interesting that some companies are really benefiting from the pandemic in the sense that they're tied into cloud services, provide those kind of capabilities to their customers, and they're seeing some additional revenues as a result of that in the near term. I think there are other companies that maybe weren't quite as well prepared in that arena, and we're seeing a little bit of a downturn in their business opportunities. So cloud acceleration, I think that's definitely one of the things to look for over the next 6 to 12 months. The other thing I might mention has to do with NVMe and related technologies. So there's a lot of NVMe out there in the enterprise storage arena, but it hasn't necessarily been used to connect up a lot of the technologies that are open to it. Emerging persistent memory technologies, storage class memory, NVMe over fabrics. So these technologies are here today and available, but they haven't been implemented as rapidly as you might think that they would. With the acceleration of a lot of the cloud workloads and people bringing in workloads that leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning and have a real-time nature to them, that's where you're going to see these kind of acceleration technologies in the storage arena take place. And you know, one interesting data point about, I mentioned real-time data. So by 2024, of all the data generated in that year, almost 25% of it will be real-time data. And you need faster storage technologies. You need things like NVMe, storage class memory, persistent memory, to really be able to deliver on the promise of those kind of real-time workloads. So I think that's another area that will be an interesting thing to watch for IT managers, and make sure that they understand what their own strategies are for deploying both cloud and these new kind of storage acceleration technologies.
So businesses who are accelerating their technological adoption, they are succeeding in today's business world. And most companies are undergoing digital transformation journeys, and this is focused on a more data-centric business model. And data acts as the driving factor for implementing intelligent technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning that can really remove the complexities of work and promote the agility and the automation across the organization. And an intelligent data strategy is going to help organizations to overcome challenges of the modern world, such as working in this new digital reality, application development and use, integration of different types of workloads, or creating more reliable IT environments and responding quickly to changing market conditions. Businesses need data to leverage the application they build and analyze their internal processes and their customer data to ultimately improve decision making and improve their business functions. So business continuity is one of the ultimate goals of organizations in today's modern digital world. And in order for businesses to succeed and moving into this future, they have to embrace intelligent technology so that they can leverage data and improve all aspects of their business. So to conclude, power your data transformation with an intelligent data strategy and implement technologies that are necessary to succeed and to prepare for what comes next. I'm Ronald van Loon, and this is The Intelligent World.